we are live. It is Wednesday night wrestling. You know it. You know it. You're here for it. We're bringing it up to you tonight. We're going to kick off this show with some ladies action. I'll get right into it. Get this all lined up. Our big nine. We're going to start it off for us tonight. Quindell and Morgan going one-on-one. A Falls Count Anywhere match. Ted Rockpage takes on Chris Nightmare for a #1 contender for the United States Championship. Chris Chaos faces off against Logan Hawk. We got the hardcore title on the line tonight. The Hinkeldimers. Cletus challenging Omer for the hardcore title. Non-title matchup, James Coleman faces off against the Blaze. Bud Marvelous and Dean Graves are both in the house here tonight as well. Lilith faces off against Paige in our pre-main event, and of course the main event, the Intercontinental Championship on the line, as the King of Old School faces off against Big Bad Adam Boone. That's the main event coming up later on tonight, but right now we got Morgan Quinn going up against the She-Beast, Quindell. What's up, Bouchard? What's up, man? How been everything? How been everything?
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making her way to the ring from New York, the Superstar.
Ken Bouchard, no Ken Bouchard tonight on the. He taking the night off. He's getting us a little bit of R&R. We got Halloween Havoc coming up in a week, so giving old Ken Bouchard the night off. There'll be no Zach the Ripper tonight. He also taking a little R&R days leading into the big pay-per-view. And what, my friend, may be Starfield.
And from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Wild Thing, Quinn.
Fallout in space. Word. Gotcha. Fair enough. Pew pew. Morgan Quinn and Quindell, these two, I don't believe these two have faced off previously. This is a whole lot of powerhouse against a whole lot of technical wrestling. You're not going to see too many technical moves coming from Quindell. But Morgan Quinn, on the other hand, that may just do it. I will most definitely do that. I will check out the Starfield and see what the Starfield is all about. Fallout, not really my forte. But then again, I also haven't really given it a chance either. So there's that you know what I mean? There's that line too. I can't say I don't like it. I really never played it much. Quindell taking it right to Morgan Quinn here. I said you were going to see a whole lot of power moves. Look at this. Climbing to the top rope. Quindell, double axe handle from the top. Shades of the Macho Man. As Morgan Quinn takes a hell of a shot there, but fires back with a couple of elbows of her own. Yeah, I'm not a first-person shooter style either. Skyrim's a little, it's got the fact that it's not a shooter kind of helps it, but also first-person perspective sometimes. Look at this, we got a pinfall attempt. 2. Morgan Quinn pulls the shoulder off the mat. This has pretty much been all Quindell in the opening stages here. Spoke too soon. Morgan Quinn with a monkey flip. Pulls her opponent out of the corner. Drops another big elbow. Though I did recently find Primal. What is the name of that? Jesus. Logan Ark, what's up, bro? How goes it, man? What is the name? What is that? Maybe that is that Fallout? Was that Fallout Primal? Ring bump. Look at this. Everybody popping up in here tonight. Everybody popping up saying hellos, hellos, hellos. Now, who did that? Who did it? What was Primal? Dang it. I just played it the last couple of days. And I can't think of the name of it. Look at this Irish whip. Morgan Quinn follows it up with another monkey flip out of the corner. I can't think of the name of it. That's going to drive me up a wall. Look at this. Morgan Quinn, head full of steam, diving through the ropes, makes connection, and Quindell down to the floor, falls, do count anywhere. As we see referee Jenna Taylor following the combatants out of the mat. Here we go. Another pinfall attempt. And a kick out by the She-Beast. One week away from Halloween Havoc. That's the one. That's the one, Ken Bouchard. That's the one. Yes, I just recently found that. Not too shabby. Playing a lot of PGA golf too. I catch weird little swings here with gaming. Look at this, another big shot. These two battling it out here at ringside. And Morgan Quinn sent back in by her opponent. Opening matchup of the night. Morgan Quinn taking on Quindell. Falls count anywhere. Look at this. Exploder suplex. Lock up. And a big right hand coming in from Quindell. Morgan Quinn in control, a handful of hair, but no matter where you grab her, it's a handful of hair. Morgan testing out the ropes there a little bit. Boot to the midsection. Quindell again with this stalling suplex. A solid drop. And now a dead, look at this. A straight deadlift. Follows it up with a power slam, and Morgan looking for lower ground here. Quindell back to the top. Worked out for her last time. Flying shoulder tackle. This woman done lost her mind. We got a pinfall attempt, but Jenna way out of line for it. 2 count. That was like a 5 count. That was like a 5 count. She had her down forever. And of course, I'm trying to finish up Valhalla, Assassin's Creed. That's been a ongoing, over 300-hour game. So there's that. Quindell with a nice Total World sidewalk slam. Morgan finally getting some licks back in here. Just standing on the hair of Quindell, pulling up on it. Into the barricade goes Quindell. Now into the steps, ping pong over here. A little bit of pinball going on. Morgan under the ring apron, coming out with a kendo stick. Quindell on the bad end of that. Swing and a miss. Quindell double underhook. Pedigree. A pedigree on the concrete. That may do it. Morgan Quinn, shoulders down, 2 count. Locking up again. Quindell. A sit-out suplex. One more time. No, 747 suplex. She is absolutely annihilating Morgan Quinn. The strength difference. Look at this. Morgan stepping in for the disarmor. That may do it. She's won titles with this. Looking for the submission. A whole lot of Jenna Taylor there on the screen for you. And Quindell breaking out here. Able to reverse that. And sends Morgan into the stairs. Quindell with the bendo stick. What a shot. And continues the abuse. Shattering the kendo stick. Pinfall attempt. And Quindell thought she had her on that one, but Morgan able to pull the shoulder again. And this matchup continues. Falls count anywhere. Morgan with a sidestepping guy, like almost a choke slam. Only a 1. Finds her up, drop kick through the forehead. And Quindell again. That size advantage coming into play as she fires it up and stays on top of her opponent. Putting the boots down to her. Helps her back to her feet. Shot after shot. Morgan Quinn staggering around here at ringside. Quindell keeping up the abuse. Morgan leaping over the spear. Kick to the midsection. Canadian driver. Or I'm sorry, Canadian Destroyer. We got a pinfall, but no. Another kick out. Not enough to hold her down, and Quindell, dazed and confused here. Back in, second disarmer, going for the submission. And she gets it. Quindell tapping out to the disarmer. And Morgan Quinn picking up a victory, man, but she is going to feel that one in the morning. You see that pedigree on the concrete. And Morgan here stepping over with the disarmer. And Jenna quick to call for the tap.
Here is your winner, Wild Thing Morgan Quinn.
Morgan Quinn picking up the victory here and a little bit of momentum. Going into Halloween Havoc. Tune in next Wednesday when we air Halloween Havoc. Check out your favorite AoK superstars like you've never seen them before. Coming up next, #1 contender match for the United States Championship. Ted Rockpage challenges Chris Nightmare in this tables match. Set to be a banger. We got a couple more matches coming up tonight. Following this one, we got Chris Chaos and Logan Hawk. We got Cletus J. Hinkledimer challenging his brother Omer for the hardcore title. James Coleman takes on Blaze in a non-title matchup. Bud Marvelous, Dean Graves, both scheduled to be here tonight. We got a returning tag team. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this. The Blackwells are set to welcome back the newly reformed Destruction Incorporated. They will be here tonight facing off against the Blackwells. Lilith, the Witch Lilith, going up against Tank Girl Paige. In the main event, the king of old school Prestige goes one-on-one against Big Bad Adam Boone for the Intercontinental Championship.
Is a tables match. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 163 pounds, the Bombshell.
Logan Hawk with a chance in the chat for AoK and Morgan Quinn, who picked up that victory. Padding those numbers, much like she pads her bra. As Ted Rockpage makes his way down to kick off the second match to face off against Chris Nightmare, the old school Intercontinental Champion. No titles involved here tonight in this matchup. Ted Rockpage and Chris Nightmare coming up as we turn to our hydration machine. A couple of guys with the night off, man. Ken Bouchard has the night off, as does Zach the Ripper. Ted Rockpage got a lot more to worry about as he about to face off against the newcomer. The old school Intercontinental Champion, Chris Nightmare.
The WWE Intercontinental Champion, the unpredictable Chris Nightmare.
Bragging rights with that title. Defeated the old school champion, the Honky Tonk Man, to pick up that victory and that bragging right title. But we got a tables match right now. Chris Nightmare, Ted Rockpage. Rockpage coming in quick here, kicking things off with a big clothesline and dropping a big elbow to follow it up. The right hand. Rockpage in control of the matchup. He fires off another big right. Got Nightmare staggering around the ring here. Back suplex lays him out, and the challenger, well, I don't want to say the challenger, Rockpage. Again, this is for the #1 contendership for the United States title, to be defended at Halloween Havoc. Look at this. Up on the ring apron. Drops him down. Back suplex on the ring apron. Allegedly the hardest part of the ring. And Nightmare staying on top of his opponent. Nice falling neck breaker. And we are right beside a table. We're taking it back inside the ring first. Rockpage trying for a baseball slide, but the table blocking a majority of that momentum. The back and forth between the two begins. Over the top rope and to the outside, just barely missing that table there. Set up at ringside. Nightmare not taking any chances, takes it down and sends it off to the side. Hard to break it if it's laid flat. Sidestep the clothesline, and Nightmare sends Rockpage back inside the ring. Tables match, only way to win is to put your opponent through the table. DDT almost put him through the mat. Chipping back up, Irish whip sends him into the ropes again. And Rockpage with a flying shoulder tackle. Old school champ, a little confused about where he's at. Slammed into the turnbuckle by Rockpage. Picks him up on the shoulder one more time across the ring and into the opposite corner. Kick to the midsection, pops him up with a suplex. Nice fisherman hook on the way over. Nightmare did it again. Nightmare with the kick to the boot to the belly. Gets reversed and dropped on his back. Rockpage. Drop kick through the table again. Nightmare. Spinning spine buster, and that may set up the beginning of the end for Mr. Nightmare. Rockpage one more time. fisherman hook suplex. And again, back to the table. And again, stopped by Nightmare. Rockpage into the ropes. Just bumped into each other. Just a little bit of tap tap. Look at this. Up on the corner. Snake eyes. Sit out powerbomb puts him right on that metal framework that runs around the bottom of that table. Nightmare, the first to have the weapon used against him, or the table used against him. Look at this. Pele kick, almost put himself through the table. Chris Nightmare better be a little more ring aware. Rockpage headlock into a straight punch, reversed by Nightmare. Irish whip sends Teddy over the top rope. And Nightmare going back to the table. That decides not to use it. Pops to the outside, back inside. Straight kick to the head, nicely done. Leaving Nightmare in a good position here. Look at this. Kicks his opponent over the top rope, off the ropes. Hurricane Rana through the ropes. Nightmare from behind, or a Rockpage from behind on Nightmare with that clothesline. They continue to battle it out. And Chris Nightmare in control all the way here. He set that table up earlier, now using it to his advantage. Shot to the midsection, into the barricade one more time. Tables match in progress here. The only way to win is to put your opponent through the table. Chris Nightmare takes on Ted Rockpage for the United #1 contendership for the United States Championship, to be defended 1 week from tonight at Halloween Havoc. Chris Nightmare in control here, and the favorite to be the victor here in this matchup. Gourd Buster suplex right on that flattened table, and Nightmare to the top rope. All the way over, backflip moonsault. Wow, alright, so it wasn't a moonsault, but you get the point. One more time, brings him in, boot to the face. Nightmare again with the table in hand. Sets it up. Rockpage with a kick to the midsection. Irish whip sends his opponent back outside the ring. Back inside we go. Nightmare wasting no time to get back in that ring. Look at this. Rolls him up. Pele kick. Nightmare thinks he's got it here. Blocked. The bridging suplex by Ted Rockpage. As he turns the tide back against Nightmare and goes to work on the extremities here. A kick to the back, kick to the inside shoulder, another kick to the back, and a clothesline to end the series. Anybody's ball game, and Rockpage looking to finish it up, but no, blocked by Nightmare. Sends his opponent into the corner. Big knife edge chop. Looking to take the knee out here. Nightmare been busted open at some point here in this matchup. Sets his opponent up. Hurricane Rana, we got a winner. Chris Nightmare, your #1 contender for the United States title. Again, that matchup coming up 1 week from tonight at Halloween Havoc. As you see the replay there, that Hurricane Rana into and through the table. Chris Nightmare picking up your Vic. Let's head on back to ringside. Let's head on back to backstage as we get set for our next matchup. Logan Hawk and Chris Chaos, one-on-one here tonight. Each with the respective managers. Mama Logan coming down with Logan Hawk and Chris Chaos and Alice Angel. With Alice Angel in his corner. I'd say now, Angus Gordon will have his hands full come next Wednesday when Chris Nightmare challenges for the United States Championship. But right now, Logan Hawk and Chris Chaos, we're going to head to ringside and let these men get this matchup underway. Perhaps in the near future we'll do that. There we go. Mr. Wayne, make those introductions for us.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Big Money, representing the Authority from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 355 pounds. The real deal, Logan Paul.
Big Logan Hawk. The man with the longest heavyweight championship reign in AoK history. And his manager, Mama Logan. Mama's struggling a little bit here to, amongst the roster. Her win-loss record not being as stellar. But boy, oh boy, they do put on a show. Mama Logan at ringside with Logan Hawk to take on Creepy Chris, the Cruiserweight Champion.
And his opponent, accompanied by Eerie Alice Angel, representing the Fallen from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 166 pounds, the World Cruiserweight Champion, the Terror, Chris Chaotic.
Cruiserweight versus Super Heavyweight. This, my friends, will be a match to see. OTM rolling in. What's up, my friend? Bringing friends with you. Welcome aboard and thank you. Thank you for that rate. While we at it, let's give everybody. Welcome in, Logan Hawk, Chris Chaos. And Logan Hawk wasting no time putting Chaos to the mat. Having a hell of a time with this tonight. Chaos trying his best here, but man, oh man, I don't know, but let's give a shout out to our boy OTM over there playing that Apex Legends. Bringing in the viewers. And Logan Hawk right now is just taking the Cruiserweight Champion apart. Chaos back to his feet again. Not giving up though. He could very well, look at that, sidestepping the big guy. Right out at ringside there with Alice. Alice Angel stepping out of the way as Chris Chaos gets a Sure, elbow in at the very least. And Logan Hawk, look at this. Two-handed choke slam down to the concrete. And Chris Chaos is in more trouble than he's been in a hot minute. Look at this. Logan Hawk sets him up, powerbomb into the barricade. By God, he broke him in half. Chris Chaos could possibly be injured. He's going to get back up, though. He's back to his feet. Single leg drop kick. Staggers Hawk onto the ropes. Using the big man's size against him. Don't give up now, Chris. Oh, too late. You let him breathe. You let him breathe. And Logan Hawk, again, driving the cruiserweight directly into the mat. We got a pinfall attempt, and Chris Chaos stupidly kicks out. Look at this. Ducks the clothesline, but the big thump backs him up. Scoops him up again over the back and a chop block. Hey man, ain't no worries, my friend. No worries. No worries. Logan Hawk setting him up. Chris Chaos takes the spin. Loganator. We got a pinfall attempt, and Joe Brony. Look at this. Chris Chaos. Back to his feet. Dropkick misses. And Logan Hawk is not happy. Suplex down he goes. Back to his feet. Chaos. Back to his feet and right in the face of Logan Hawk. Chaos trying to follow Logan Hawk outside, but he could barely stand. Gut wrench powerbomb, and again Logan Hawk daring Chaos to stand up. Drops a big leg. And taking all of his frustrations out on him. Chaos gets a couple of knees up, but is it going to do him any good? Logan Hawk ducking under, retaliates with another clothesline. Back inside, Joe Brony never stopping his count there. Logan Hawk looking for the choke slam, but again, Chaos fighting back. Got a new follow in the long line here. Wait a minute, I missed that, my friend. AFW stream. I'm sorry, that's just popping right in here. Yeah, boy. Moving thing. We have to move our chat box somewhere where it can be seen. And we got a pinfall attempt again. No go. I appreciate that follow. This is a good time in here. This is a good time in here. Welcome in. Welcome to the neighborhood. We got a pinfall attempt, and again, Chris Chaos keeping this matchup alive, but I gotta ask you, AFW, what brings you in? How did you find us coming in with OTM on the raid? But what we do here is we got a semi-interactive, semi-storyline driven Phoenix splash off the top rope, looking for a pinfall on the super heavyweight, and Chaos picks up the victory. Center ring, fair and square. Back to what I was saying. A semi-interactive, semi-storyline driven wrestling organization. If you like professional wrestling, this is your place, man. If you have this game and you would like to join us, feel free to upload your character to the community creations. Hashtag it AoK. Keep your attributes 95 maximum. That way to benefit off everything. Coming in at a fair and equal footing, and I appreciate you finding us. Appreciate you coming in. Good time in here, super non-toxic. We like if you got that wrestler, man, throw him up on there. That's a possibility. We can talk a little bit about that. Just can. We can just can. Kate Pot, I appreciate you coming over here with us. Let me jump in here as we get ready to introduce the Hinkledimer boys, former tag team champions, twin brothers from the backwoods of Stillwater. We're gonna let ring announcer Wayne Kerr do some of the talking here for us. You heard the man first one out, Cletus J. Hinkledimer, the challenger for this hardcore championship. Yeah, we can check into that. I mean, I don't want to make any jump-ins right away. I'd definitely come over, check out, see what the vibe is and all that, man. That's always a good time. You know what I mean? Always a firm believer, super firm believer, and hate the game, not the player. But I appreciate y'all being up in here, checking us out. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the melodies. As Cletus J gets ready to go one-on-one, just like the old times, with his brother Omer. Yeah, you can do. Yeah, we could probably do that. You may have to get OTM may have to be involved in getting that through there if it doesn't allow. But yeah, you can drop that, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We worked very hard over the last couple of years to get us find our groove, I guess. Yeah, I thought maybe she might have got you there. I thought she might catch you with that. Let me see if she'll allow me to drop that for everybody. Yeah, she's well, she's Nightbot. She's a fickle. She's fickle, but she means well. We don't fault her for doing her job.
Introducing the challenger from
Yeah, what time do you guys run? What time do you guys do your thing?
And his opponent from Stillwater, weighing in at 219 pounds. He is the
Logan Hawk. I would definitely try to check that out. It's a good time frame for me on Thursdays. So yeah, I should have the chance to do that, and I hope that I will be there to say hello for you guys. Absolutely. Logan Hawk, they you took a loss, big guy. You took a loss. A fair loss. Brother versus brother, just like the old days. Out behind the woodshed. We'll sing you guys the ballad of Omer and Cletus. You guys didn't know this. You guys are about to, we're about to have a good time. Let me tell you guys the ballad of Omer and Cletus Hinkledimer. Well, this is a story about a couple country hicks. Pappy built their home way up in the patent sticks. Then one day while working on the farm, Omer shot at Cletus with a little firearm. 22 it was, Smith & Wesson. Well, Cletus seen it coming, so he dropped down to the ground. Grabbed up his musket and he fired off a round. I'm telling Paul was the only thing he said before he fired back at Omer with a fistful of lead. Bullets, those were 22 caliber. There's something, you know, when I was growing up, one of the things I heard most was Peggy, there's something wrong with your boy. There's something wrong with that child. Right now, Omer and Cletus, look at this monkey flip out of the corner as Omer heads out under the apron. And I appreciate that, Logan. I appreciate that. Look at this stop sign. I don't know why he grabbed that. Ain't neither one of these two can read. Ain't neither one of these two can read. Look at this. The disrespect as Cletus takes it on here, goes firing it up. Identical twin half-brothers separated at birth. Raised by their pappy in the backwoods of Stillwater. Look at this. Couldn't hold him. Cletus comes out on the sweet end of that deal looking for the pinfall. Joe tripped and almost fell into the ring. Joe almost knocked himself back inside the ring. I tripped over Cletus's foot. Omer and Cletus were sitting on the front porch one time, right? Back there in the backwoods of Stillwater. They was sitting back there on the porch. And they was thinking a little bit. And Omer said, Cletus, you know, out of the two of us, you got some smarts to you. You know, you can do that reading and numbering thing. You can also do that hammerlock DDT thing. Let me get back to that. 2 count. This matchup continues. He said, you know, you can do that reading and that there numbering thing. Like, where do you suppose you got your smarts from? There, Cletus. Where do you think you got them smarts from? And Cletus, he thought about it for a little bit. He sat there, and he did. He plumb thought about it, and he said, "Well, you know, Omer, I reckon I got them from Ma, 'cause Pa still got all his smarts." We got a pinfall attempt and no go as this matchup continues. Knee to the face. Omer and Cletus battling it out here at ringside. This matchup goes. Hardcore Championship on the line. He hooks him up. Backbreaker. And another boot to the face as Omer back inside the ring with the stop sign in hand. Bringing it outside, Cletus back to his feet. No go, Cletus not having any of the stop sign reading. Cletus, what you got in mind here? Setting up a ladder bridge. As they each ask each other if they both want one. Face first, body first, all the way down across that. Look at this, and then it hits him with the stop sign. These two are brothers. These two are siblings. These two are blood. Double underhook, turns it around, fairy tale ending, no go. As Omer thought he was going to clinch this victory. Into the ladder again, that thing precariously, look at this. Omer again with the sign. Has him up. Pile driver on the concrete. Shades of Jerry the King Lawler. And back inside, Omer looking to get this victory fair and square on the inside. Double underhook one more time. Fairy tale ending. Is it enough to keep his brother's shoulders down for the allotted 3? 2 out of 3 falls, baby. Extreme Rules. Omer up 1. Cletus down. Needing a victory of his own. Spinebuster. And a pinfall attempt. 2 out of 3 falls. Extreme Rules. 1-1. Next pinfall gets it. It is an even score. Cletus under the ring apron comes up with a chair. Omer takes that chair right to the forehead. Fires back with a big right hand. Sends his brother back inside. The Hardcore Championship on the line. Extreme Rules. 2 out of 3 falls. It is squared up. 1-1. Modified curb stomp. Cletus back into the corner. And Omer straight to work on the kneecap. Into the ropes. Over the top he goes. We're back outside, kids. Joe Brony ran in the other direction. We got another ladder. Pinfall attempt. Where's Joe? Only one. Joe just decided to try to make the pin count from across the arena. Cletus gets his opponent up. The champ down for the crunch with a suplex. Brother versus brother. Hardcore title on the line. Look at this. Wrenching on the arm, looking for a submission. Looking for a submission, doesn't get it. Cletus able to roll away and get a little bit of distance from his brother. Miss him with a forearm smash. Omer backbreaker, locks it in again. Omer looking for Cletus. What a chair shot. And a second one. Follows it up with a third and a fourth. Cletus able to get back to his feet. Fires off with a big forearm. And another suplex. Yeah, this ain't nothing but a Saturday night. This ain't nothing but a Saturday night. Spinebuster on the outside. Omer's been busted open. Clothesline. As I said, they're brothers. They're blood. They're former tag team champions that, other than losing the belts recently, they could still be considered one of the most dominant teams in AoK for Season 3. Right now, though, they'll be lucky to see Season 4 the way they're beating on each other tonight. Tying him to the Tree of Woe. But again, back to his feet. Cletus sent for the ride. Into the ropes and a high lifting knee to the midsection. Omer. Fairy tale ending on the tables. Those stacked tables. We got a pinfall attempt. And we got a brand new, no, I'm lying. We got a retaining, we got a retaining hardcore champion. Omer, able to defeat his older brother. And we take a look at that DDT. These two beat the absolute bejeebus out of each other here for your entertainment. We see that power driver outside, one of two fairy tale endings, just missing his head on those stairs in that replay.
Here is your winner, and still
Omer T.
champion, Omer T.
Omer T. Hinkledimer picking up the victory, leaving Cletus a little confused on the outside. As you get ready for some non-title matchup or non-title action, James Coleman, a falls count anywhere against the television champion, Blaze. They go one-on-one here tonight for us. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. We got 4 more matches after this. We have 5 all total. James Coleman versus Blaze in a non-title matchup. We got a returning debut as Destruction Inc. Newly reformed, regrouped, and they have come back to AoK. They will take on the Blackwells coming up next. Bud Marvelous and Dean Graves both in the house. The Witch Lilith taking on Tank Girl Paige. And our main event, Prestige. One-on-one for the Intercontinental Championship against Big Bad Adam Boone. But right now, we're heading to ringside as the unpredictable one makes his way out first. He was just on last episode. Vulgar, we just had a match last episode. You haven't seen him in a while. You haven't been here. Last episode or the episode before? Episode before, perhaps. I don't have him in line anymore. Coleman tripping over. I was trying to see if I could give you an exact time frame on that, Ken, but I don't know. I can't read my own scribbles. I can't read my own scribbles after I wrote them. When did I see it? I think it was in a multi-man match last. You might be right, though. It might have been a couple. It might have been further back than I'm thinking, too, though. And I really can't read my scribbles. Yeah, he might have. I don't know. I thought he lost. I thought he won his last. I thought he was in a matchup with. Thought he was in a matchup with old Captain Googly Eyes, and he take the head off of Head Rockpage or somebody recently. Maybe he didn't take the head off of. Maybe he did take the head off of. He wrestled Trevor Nova. That's, I don't know, where are we at now? September, that was September, October. Alright, so there's a listing of him there. Where the hell did he wrestle last? He lost that match against Cena and Rockpage. That's way back. September. The Raw Arena Extravaganza. I got all kinds of notes laying here, man. Non-title matchup, and Blaze taking it right to his challenger, laying Coleman out with that sit-out slam. Follows it up with a neck breaker. Posing back in for a big knee and OTM. Good boy looking a little shaken there. Oh, scorpion dive. Coleman just eats vinyl matting. Stepping through, looking for the crippler crossface, looking for an early submission here. I think it's a little too early for that. But he was quick to show Blaze how fast that could happen. Blaze with a monkey flip on the outside. Irish whip, sending Coleman up the ring area, or up the ramp area. Missing with the big atomic leg drop. I'm having trouble with my words all of a sudden, man. Blaze locking it down here with that armbar. Coleman, nice reversal. Spending some time with Connor Riley by the looks of it. Pinfall attempt. Falls count anywhere. No go. 2 count only. Back inside Coleman. Back inside Coleman. And again, Coleman diving out and just landing Scorpion first. Another pinfall attempt. One count only, and Blaze puts the knee to the side of Coleman's skull. And then follows it up with a Louisville Slugger. Television champ. Holding his own against Coleman. But the thing is, Blaze has something Coleman has never had. And that's possession of the television title. I'm not sure what that was all about, but okay. Did you miss your meds today, bub? You alright? Are your shoes too tight? Got your hair in a ponytail, needs loosened, maybe? We got an attempt. We got an attempt to murder here as Blaze tries to break the neck of James Coleman. Kick to the chest, and Blaze staying with it. Little Karate Kid action there going on. A little beach bum. Little Mr. Miyagi. Coleman with a big shot to the jaw. Look at this. Snaps him down. Looking for the pin. Gets a 2. Coleman missing out by 1 second there on a victory. Into the barricade, and Blaze looking for some weaponry here. And he finds it. Double shot to the noggin. Coleman gets a shoulder up on that one. Got his opponent up on his shoulders. Look at this. Into a cutter. And looking to dish out more punishment one more time with the crippler crossface. Stepping through. He's got the fingers locked, but he doesn't have it locked at the wrist. Right there, Blaze able to pull the fingers loose. Coleman couldn't quite get the, couldn't quite grab that wrist the way he would have liked. Super kick to the chin. 1 count. Trying to catch Coleman by surprise as Mike Blaze goes under the ring apron. Comes back with a sledgehammer. Ends up in Coleman's possession. We're back in the ring. There's a battle. And Coleman comes up on the short end of the stick. Blaze with that, tosses that thing away off the ropes. Coleman going for that discus punch. Reverses, sent over the top rope, crashing down here in front of us, right in front of our desk. Blaze and James Coleman, non-title matchup. But you wouldn't guess it by the way they're fighting each other. Blaze, a series of kicks. And that last one caught Coleman right in the snozzola. Shot. Turns him around. Coleman, one more time with the crippler crossface. He's got him locked this time, though. No, again. Blaze, one more time, but able to break free. This matchup continues right here beside us at the ringside area. Into the barricade. I'm sorry, into the steps, just short of the barricade. Monkey flip. Coleman sent for the ride. As Blaze back under the ring apron again. Coming out with a kendo stick, and again Coleman one step ahead. Nice dodge, but I prefer forward. Around the back he goes, leg sweep. Another chop block, missing with the drop kick. Coleman from behind gets blocked again. Big atomic drop. I have you singing 2 octaves up. X Factor. That may do it. Coleman could be out cold. Kick out at 2.5. Doubles it up. Follows it up with a second X Factor. We got a pinfall attempt, and Blaze picking up the victory in this non-title matchup. There we see a near pinfall on the replay. One more time here, the X Factor. That was the first of 2, and there was 2 of 2. One more look at that second one, the one, the nail in the coffin, so to speak.
Here is your winner, Mike Blaze.
As Blaze picks up the victory and continues his reign as the television champion. Coming up next, the re-debut of the returning tag team of Destruction Incorporated. They're going to go 2-on-2 against Blue Collar Solid, the Wrecking Crew, Josh and Nick Blackwell. The Buzzsaw and the Bulldozer coming in tough to welcome back Destruction Incorporated. Of course, these brand new team, same old name, brand new team. The revised, revision version of Destruction Inc. Psychosis. We got to talk to our boy Goku. He'd be coming in here with a name. They got Psychosis and Tank, but we already got a Tank. So we got to talk to Goku about getting that one adjusted a little bit. Let's talk about these two, Nick and Josh Blackwell.
On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 550 pounds, the Crew.
Former tag team champions, former singles champions, all around good old boys on the roster of AoK. The Blackwell boys, Nick and Josh, getting ready to take on the returning, as I've said, Destruction Inc. with their stablemate, manager, Anthony Omega.
Accompanied by Anthony Omega. At a combined weight of 435 pounds. Demolition.
Yeah, they toned down a little bit. Toned down a little bit. AoK Arena, a little taken aback by these guys on their return. Tag team action get ready to go underway here as these two teams, regular normal ass tag team matchup. Here we go, locking up. Nick Blackwell starting for his team. I believe that is Psychosis starting for his. We got a pinfall attempt already. Look at this. I'm sorry, that's Tank. I gotta look into this right quick. No, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Bangers. All right, fair enough. Blackwell with a bear hug, looking for the submission. Able to hold it. Rolling free. Look at this. Nicely done. Rolls into a cutter. Pinfall attempt, and the Blackwells having none of it. Look at this, deadlift, military press. I'm going to go ahead and say that's Tank. Drops him face first. Nick Blackwell, the buzzsaw, in trouble. Psychosis makes his way in. Running neckbreaker. Blackwell back in control. And looking for the tag. Spinning wheel kick by Josh. That is a nice attempt. Came up a little short. Makes up for it with that spinning spine buster. Oh, the ass cheeks to the shoulder blade. Stop the damn match. Stop the damn match. Psychosis. Shot to the ribs. Springboard Pele kick catches him off the handspring. Look at this, Josh circling around, locking horns again, and goes straight for the Gargantua choke. Another short shot to the ribs. Psychosis makes the tag. We got a tag. We're back in here. Tank letting Josh make it across the ring. Allowed him the tag. As Nick Blackwell, now the legal man, sidesteps the attack and turns the heat up. German suplex releases him about midway over. Going to work on the knee, trying to take that cartilage out. Look at that big right hand turned as a focus away from his opponent for just a moment. And that's all Tank needed. Up for a power bomb, down for a power bomb. Another tag. Quick tags here by Damaging Destruction Inc. And another tag. This time the Blackwells make the tag. Double team action here in the corner. Count of 5 to get out. Well played there by the Blackwells. Look at this, popping right back up off that power driver, but eating the elbow as the Blackwells make another quick tag, keeping their opponents off kilt. Look at this, rock and roll over, baby. Time for a drum roll. And Psychosis shoulders down. We got a pinfall attempt. Joe Brony goes for 2, broken up by Tank. Tank turns his opponent around. Look at this. Nick Blackwell, a big scooping power slam. Locks him up. What you got in mind here? Fall away slam. The Blackwells. The Wrecking Crew in control. Psychosis comes charging in, but no place to go. Over the back. Nicely done. Scorpion Death Drop. Helps his opponent up. I've always been a... wish you wouldn't do that. Forehead straight into the corner, into the turnbuckle. We got a tag. Look at this. Tag team action underway. Flying shoulder tackle from the top rope. And this AoK arena coming to life here for Destruction Inc. Center of the ring. Power driver one more time. as he screams it from behind closed doors. We got another tag. And Blackwell catches him up. Tombstone lung blower. That may do it. Pinfall looking to be imminent. No, kick out at 2. Jawbreaker. Tank rolls up one more time with that cutter. Don't answer that. It might be spam. We got another double team action going on. Double team sends him into the ropes. High back body drop. Doubles it up is Psychosis. Head full of steam. One step ladder over the top rope, crashing down on the outside. Rolls back in front of Josh. Josh allowing that. Josh, I'm gawking at some girl in the first row there. I'm not sure. Nick ends up back in the corner again. And he becomes the recipient of a flying shoulder tackle. Right hand again from behind. Up to the shoulder. What has he got in mind here? Modified FU. Nick back to his feet. From behind, rolls him over, crossroads. And broken up by Josh. This matchup continues. As Destruction Inc. comes back to AoK. Look at this, Blackwell. Josh pushing him off the top rope, and Nick right in for the kill. Makes the tag. Josh, your legal man, Tank, your legal man, taking him down, coming at him. It hit him like a freight train, just rolled right through him. And the Wrecking Crew living up to their name here tonight. Solo spike in the center of the ring, pinfall attempt. 2 count again. Kicking out at 2 is Tank. Look at that. Jesus H. Josh Blackwell with a pop-up Samoan. Good God. The Blackwell boys. A bit of a reprimand. Big running avalanche. And Josh Blackwell is not. Look at this. Tank rolling out, catching that tag. Hangs him up into this choke, looking for a submission. Nick in for the break. Ducked under, Pele kick again. Caught him nice with that one. Josh still down, shoulders down for the pin count. Moving right along. Kicking out at 2, chicken wing slam. Psychosis sets up the super kick, sidestep. Josh ducking under and pulls his opponent around for a power slam. Josh gonna allow the tag here. As Tank, now the legal man, catches him with that rolling stunner. One more time, lifts him up. Massive jackknife powerbomb as Tank tries to change the momentum of this matchup for his team. Lots of double team maneuvers going on here. Fairly cohesive unit is Destruction Inc. Again, looking to come back to AoK and their former glory as the dominant team. And Josh changed his mind. It looked like he was going to go for a tag, decided to go for the pinfall instead. And that moment was all it took. It gave Tank time to catch his breath. And we're only calling him Tank through this matchup. As I said, we'll have to have his an alternate name laid out here. Blackwell pops him up again with another Samoan drop. And another spike pile driver. Pinfall attempt, and in comes Tank, head full of steam. Psychosis and Josh, your legal people here. Crushing blow, but back to his feet, shot to the lower ribs. That gut punch he's got. Pop-up flapjack, and Psychosis coming to life here. Another break. Josh grabbing the ropes as Nick Blackwell came in to make the save, but again, Destruction Inc. having their way here with the Blackwell boys. Pedigree. The Psychosis looking for the victory. Looking for the pinfall, but in comes Nick again for the save. Josh Blackwell pulling himself up here on the ring apron. Catches his opponent coming in with a knee to the face, but reverses it, sending to the ropes. Josh. Another German suplex, and Psychosis making the tag. Anthony Omega not being much of a factor here in this matchup. Been out here pretty much behaving himself and letting the teammates do their job without interference, face first into the turnbuckle. Look at this. What we got here? Double team action all the way. 747 slam down onto his opponent. And Nick Blackwell follows it up with unbridled aggression. Welcome back to AoK, boys. A hell of a debut. But what better team to lock them up against is one that had a long-running feud with throughout Season 2. Knee to the face. And the Bulldozer doing just that here to his opponent at the moment. Tank gets a couple of elbows into the ribs, gets a little bit of space for himself here. Runs over with that high lifting knee and looking to tag out, as he has seen better days here. Collar and elbow, turns it around, gets walked across the ring. Another tag, more double team action. Nick Blackwell going to the second turnbuckle. Double axe handle around the elbow area with a twisted armbar. And right back into the, look at this. Right back into that wrist lock. Right into that armbar. And Joe Brony's been taken down. Psychosis came in to make the save, but ended up hitting Joe. And that may have just ruined their chances of a victory here. Nice running senton, or running swanton by the Psychosis. German suplex holding on to him at the waist. A second German suplex, a third German suplex. And Joe Brony getting back to his feet. He is not going to be a happy camper. He calls for the tag. Nick back to his feet, suckered him right in. Drapes the arm, hooks the shoulder, or hooks the waist into a jackhammer. Pinfall attempt, Psychosis in again for the save. The Wrecking Crew have busted open, I believe, both members of Destruction Inc. But the matchup continues as the fight is still in both of these teams. We got another tag. Sending him into the ropes. A high back body drop. Josh Blackwell, center of the ring, has something in his mind here. Gets caught up with a jawbreaker. As Tank, double underhook, flips him around for a power bomb. And now Tank in the center of the ring. From behind, Crossroads. Pinfall attempt. Nick taking the long way around to make the save. Extremely long way around to make the save. Barely accomplished that. One more time. No, up to the shoulder this time. Another pinfall attempt. Josh shoulders down. And Destruction Incorporated pick up a victory in their debut returning matchup. As I said, looking to reclaim the throne as the most dominant team. And setting out in a big way here as they took one hell of a beating from the Wrecking Crew.
Here are your winners, Demolition!
Big victory here on the return matchup. And we got more action coming up next. As Bud Marvelous and Dean Graves, as I said earlier, are due in the house here. Pre-match sucker punch or surprise match enforcer. Let's see what goes. Bud Marvelous having a matchup here against Alex K. Alex K returning super early. This man, this could go really south for Bud, or Alex for that matter, That was one hell of a debut return match, indeed, Logan Hawk. Most definitely a hell of a match. But Alexander, Alexander K may not want to be Bud Marvelous and Alexander K coming up next. 2K may have just shortened the career of Alexander K. That's what I'm going to say. This man, Alexander K, was not due back for another 8 weeks. I'm sorry, another 6 weeks. That's almost 2 months that Alexander K should have been out of action. He's here tonight to face off against this man. Bud Marvelous, former world champion, and so far this season, one of the winningest superstars on the roster. Bud Marvelous has been in more matches in Season 3 than anybody else. This guy, and a win-loss record that don't look too shabby to go with it. This man has been in over 30 matches and has won over 20 of them. He's had 34 matches and has only lost 11. Alexander K making his debut return. Unfortunately, this may be his farewell match as well. You guys don't understand that. You guys don't understand how seriously injured Alexander K is supposed to be at the moment. He was injured not that long ago. And this is not the time for him to be back. This is not the time for him to be back, and this is not the man to be returning to. You're going to blow your load all at once there, Alex. As Bud Marvelous gets taken for the ride as Alexander K comes out strong here in the opening sequences. He puts Marvelous into the corner and goes to work on the extremities. Bud ducking under that spinning kick, but again, Alexander K fires off a series more. Looking pretty good for a sick man. This falling STO, that may have been out. Bud kicking out here. Taken to the outside and sidesteps Alexander K. What a beautiful move that was. 2 O's in the chat for Alexander K. Marvelous back inside the ring, up to one knee, springboard Hurricane Rana. Lines him up and drives him down. Bud Marvelous having issues here, getting his ass kicked by this young man. And they trade punches, trading blows in the center of the ring. Bud Marvelous calling it quits. Look at this. Bud said he's done. Nah. Bud doesn't. He wants none of it. Bud wants none of it. Calling it quits. Heading back to the locker room. See you next week. Dean Graves from behind. Dean Graves. His only victory coming at the hands. Dean Graves' only victory coming from Bud Marvelous. Bud called him out last episode and proceeded to kick Dean Graves' ass, but he just sent Bud back into this matchup with Alexander K, and unfortunately, it seems to have lit a fire under his butt. Alexander springboard missing with a drop kick, and Bud stepping through Scorpion Deathlock. Marvelous looking for a submission. Alexander K coming off of a torso injury. And Bud with almost a stepladder Superman punch. And gets a 2 count out of it as Alex gets the shoulder up. And rolls to the outside. Bud Marvelous all fired up. Hits the far ropes. Over the top and crashing down on Alexander. Marvelous sets him up. Side Russian leg sweep and holding on to him there. Rolls over for a series of shots to the jaw. Keeping up the attack, continues again. Twisting armbar drives him down. And Alexander K again holding his own against Bud Marvelous here. Bud, I was going to say sends him into the ropes, but pulls him back in for that lifting knee. Ducks under Alexander K, one step ahead of the Marvelous one. Locking up. Standing Spanish fly, we've seen it in the past. Bud also aware of what was coming next. pulls himself back to a standing position, but unfortunately, just gets the boot up. Marvelous with a shot from the left. Lines him up with that attack. And Marvelous climbing to the top rope. Family tradition, whole way across the ring. Referee Lou Sass there for the pinfall. Only 2 again. Bud saying that should have been 3. Count quicker. That was definitely a close call. And Alexander K could have been paying for this matchup here. Again, I'm just concerned about this man's health and well-being. Bud hits the ropes. Goes for that punt, but Alexander rolls out of the way. Reversal back and forth, and again, Bud opening up with those kicks. Ending with that knee to the face. And the Masked Man in a ton of trouble here. As Bud Marvelous open hand palm strikes. Alex ducks under the attack. Head scissor takes him down again. Bud pulling himself into the corner, gets hit with a big back elbow and goes crashing to the mat again. Alex with a big guillotine leg drop, and Marvelous shoulders down. 1 count only. Bud still in this matchup in a big, big way. Alex running start, catches him with that spinning cutter. Marvelous shoulders down, but only for 2 seconds. Alex sure he had him on that one. Pulling Bud out away from the ring ropes. Back to a standing position, fires off a right hand. Bud fires one back. Marvelous sets his opponent onto the ropes. What's he got in mind here? Springboard, what a kick that was. He caught him with the toe of the boot right in the tip of the nose. X Factor. As Alexander K, he's gonna say he sneaks in for the pinfall attempt, but Marvelous able to defend himself. He play a little cat and mouse around the outside of the ring. Springboard by Marvelous, well placed drop kick. Almost took that man's head off with that. Boot to the back. Marvelous in control at the moment. Scoops his opponent up to his shoulder. Guillotine choke. Marvelous. And the Marvelous Dreams. Could this be the submission? Are we looking at the end of the match? Alexander K, no choice but to tap out. As Dean Graves tried to help Alexander K out in this matchup by sending Bud Marvelous back inside the ring. Almost got him with that spinning cutter, but unfortunately the Marvelous Dreams too much for Alexander K.
Here is your winner, Buddy Marvelous.
Bud Marvelous nods into another victory here. And we here at AoK get ready to go into our pre-main event. Some ladies action to help close parts of the evening out here. Pardon me while I get my snack on here. Bud Marvelous, your winner of tonight's matchup. Heading up next, the Witch Lilith. takes on AoK's tank girl, Paige, in an Extreme Rules matchup. Pre-main event, one more match to go after this, as Prestige faces off against Big Bad Adam Boone for the Intercontinental Championship. And I appreciate everybody stopping in, saying hello, getting us ever closer to those 100 followers. Almost 100 out there. Ever so close, but ever so far away. And we go to ringside and await the entrance of the witch, Lilith.
Is an Extreme Rules match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Dangerous Alliance from the Garden of Eden, the witch, Lilith.
One-on-one matchup ought to be set here as Paige gets ready to make her entrance. One half of the women's tag team champions. That's what I just said, Wayne. She is teamed with Casey Gwen. Retained those tag team titles. The fans at ringside get a gullet full of guts, or a gullet full of smoke coming from the guts of that tank. Paige set to go here. One-on-one Extreme Rules matchup. The Witch Lilith, Tank Girl, Paige. Set to go, referee Jenna Taylor officiating. Paige, quicker of the two here. Also giving up a huge size disadvantage. Full of guts, she pulls off a second suplex here on Lilith. Ripcord pulls her back in for an elbow, but Lilith able to defend herself, gets back to her feet. Paige with a big clothesline sends her opponent out over the top rope, follows her up with a springboard, and Lilith almost blocked it. I don't think Paige quite caught as much as she had hoped for on that. But it was enough. With Paige in control here on the outside. Anything goes, it just has to finish inside the ring. Pinfall or submission. And Lilith, look at this, sets her opponent up high in a powerbomb position. Into the apron twice. As Paige may actually be unconscious here. Is she moving on her own? Yes, she is. Okay. Collar and elbow sends her into the turnbuckle. Paige Gets followed in by Lilith. Big high running knee. And a neck breaker off of the knee. We got another pinfall attempt. We get 2 only. Lilith, head full of steam, runs around with the, I'm not sure what the hell she was doing. Look at this. What a reversal into an Alabama slam. And one more time up on the shoulder. Psycho cutter. No go, only 2. Lilith having something to say to Paige. And continues to say it. Paige back to her feet. Springboard. 2 O's on to Lilith. Snap suplex. Paige in control. Lilith having issues here against her smaller opponent. Holding on to the arm, that wrist lock. Into an armbar. Referee Jenna Taylor in the upper right hand corner just kind of hanging out, waiting to see what happens. She's only there to count the pinfall with submission. As this Extreme Rules matchup continues on between Lilith the Witch and Tank Girl Paige. Lilith stepping over, putting a little more torque on that arm. Pulls her to the mat with it. Stepping in from behind, falling neck breaker. Lilith, awful mouthy here tonight. Paige taking full advantage of it. Couple of clothesline, a single leg sweep. And Paige fired up, trying to get this crowd behind her. We got a pinfall attempt. And only 2 for Lilith, getting the shoulder up at 2 3/4. Paige cross-legged suplex. Pinfall attempt. And again, only a 2 count. Paige going to the outside as Lilith struggles back to her feet. We got a baseball bat, and Lilith stood there and waited for it. A few more shots to the midsection rib area. Lilith back to her feet, but back into the ring. What a leg sweep that was. Almost broke her ankle with it. Paige. X Factor. But Lilith back to her feet a little quicker than Paige was expecting. Fireman's carry. What she got in mind? A set of snake eyes. Now Lilith with a baseball bat. Shot to the head. But Paige again, the quicker of the 2, gets a right hand in and feeds her another X Factor. Handful of hair helps her opponent up, and another big spinning forearm. Follows that up with a spinning heel kick. And Lilith caught up in the corner as Paige slides in and out of the ring here. Baseball bat to the noggin. A second time. Goes for a third, but Lilith able to sidestep. But not that time. That may do it. And again, the Witch keeps the match alive. Spear by Lilith. Paige bent down to pick up that baseball bat. And when she rightened herself, man, she got crushed with that spear. Pinfall attempt. Only 1. Paige, too much fight in her for that yet. A little too early for all that. Torture rack. Into a Death Valley driver. That's got to be it. Again, Paige kicking out. Short face DDT and Lilith. Baseball bat in hand. Makes the connection. Collar and elbow catches Paige coming through the ring. drop down. Look at this. Catches her again. Slams her shoulders first onto the slugger. Another short-faced DDT. And Lilith is on fire at the moment. Walked into that right hand. I may have spoken too soon. Maybe not. Holding on to her after that gut-wrench suplex. Holds on to her one more time. Catches her with a second one. Never letting go. Swing and a miss with the bat. 2 times. A third time's a charm. Taken from her. Paige fires back of a shot of her own. Wow, did you hear that? Wow. I can't believe that woman's even stand. That could explain the sudden aggression. That would definitely explain the sudden burst of aggression. As Lilith just goes to hell onto a swing. That's Paige. That is OTM's. Is a caricature of OTM's side. One more time with the cutter. Paige back to her feet, but caught up with that spinning sit-out powerbomb. Pinfall attempt, the witch's tit. I don't want to call it that. Paige kicking out at 2. Yeah, no Zack the Ripper match tonight, man. Chaos didn't bring his fog machine with him. Look at this. Lilith perched on top of the ring. Double axe handle down across. And Paige crumbles. But again, fights back to her feet using the ring ropes to sturdy herself. Lilith with the baseball bat. Dared Paige to come off that rope. And she did. And Paige is paying for it. As Lilith is absolutely relentless. Cross legs her again. DDT. Is that enough? Paige looking for a victory but falls short. On another 2 count. Lilith again trying to get back to her feet. But Paige with the baseball bat. Able to get under it. And again, open palm strikes. Catches her up. Paige, nice backflip, landing on her feet. And this might be enough. Another pinfall attempt. That might do it. Lilith, not yet. Paige, the only thing she hasn't done is taken flight. Is she going to give her an attempt? Lilith back to her feet. Paige off the top rope. Missile drop kick. And going to work on the legs of Lilith. Back inside we go. Collar and elbow tie up. Lilith sets her out with a powerbomb. Jackknifes it. And able to hold her. Catches her just inside the ring ropes. As the witch picks up the victory. The smoke did not work. It did not work. It's doing wonders for me though, brother.
Here is your winner, the witch, Lilith.
Lilith with the big win. As we get ready to hit the main event. Intercontinental Championship on the line. As King of Old School goes, King of Old School Prestige Faces off against Big Bad Adam Boone. Trying to be slick. Almost cost myself my life. Almost had to cancel Christmas, kids. But we're not going to cancel Halloween Havoc next Wednesday. That's right, Halloween Havoc, AoK, Halloween Havoc. Come see your favorite AoK superstars like you've never seen them before. Next Wednesday, 9 p.m., let's head to ringside. Let's get these introductions. Let's get the main event kicked off. Wayne Kerr, do your job.
Is an Extreme Rules match and is for the Intercontinental Championship.
Prestige getting another shot here. Looking to reclaim the Intercontinental title. Kids, right after Halloween Havoc, I'm going to shoot it out there now. Our next, after Halloween Havoc, will be War Games. And we got a lot of shows in between the two. We're going to have qualifying matches. For the teams. In War Games. But outside of the Survivor Series matchup, every other match will be locked inside a cage of some sort throughout War Games, with the exception of the Survivor Series match. Oh no. Oh no. Nothing, no rodent is safe. No rodent is safe. No varmin shall cross the threshold of 7th Ave. Big Bad coming down. Just to have faced off before. Prestige coming up short in their last matchup. But both these men coming off of that hellacious Elimination Chamber matchup from Sunday night, where Ken Bouchard walked away the retaining heavyweight champion. The man outlasted 5 other men in an elimination match inside the Elimination Chamber. With that being said, Big Bad started the match. Or I'm sorry, Big Bad was the first one to be eliminated from the match. Prestige taking a little bit of encouragement from that.
Weighing in at 228 pounds, the King of Old School. And his opponent from Biloxi, Mississippi, weighing in at 350 pounds. He is the Intercontinental Champion, Big Bad Adam Boone.
Big Bad and Prestige as Adam hands over the Intercontinental Championship to referee Jenna. And we got one more last look at the IC title. It's on the line. It's up for grabs. Man, apparently feeling pretty confident about it. Locking up in the center of the ring, Prestige. Trying to match power with Adam Boone is probably not your best move there, buddy. Nice reversal, turns him around. Goes for a clothesline and does nothing. Gets himself launched across the ring. And a second time with a little more help from Boone. Knee to the face. Boone outside the ring, rearranging furniture. Prestige looking to get his nose rearranged. Stumbles back up. Boone with those steps. Sets him up. Big choke slam on the outside. And back to those steps. Look at this. Prestige no selling the shit out of it. Pops back to his feet and hits Boone with a drop kick from behind. Does him no good as Boone launches him back into the ring. And brings a weapon with him on his way in. Prestige. Long way up. Legacy elbow caught him more in the base of the neck than in the back of the head. And Boone just overpowered him. Look at this. Prestige outsmarting him. Drops him down across that Louisville Slugger. DDT. Prestige one step ahead. Look at this. Half Nelson DDT. The king of old school going to town on this here at the moment. This man's on fire. Baseball bat caught Boone square between the eyes. And then continues the assault. I don't know if you're going to get lucky a second time. He sure did. Prestige tried his luck for the third time, but no go. And Adam Boone, that's a long way down to hit them ropes. At least he kept him inside the ring. And this time Boone with the bat. Nope, no go. Prestige not having that. Dropping the leg down across the forearm. The upper arm of Adam Boone. One more time up around the neck. And again with the legacy elbow. Pinfall attempt. Only one Intercontinental Championship is at stake here. As the champion, Big Bad Adam Boone has done a whole lot of manhandling here of the challenger Prestige. Baseball bat in the corner, and Prestige has nowhere to go. He found a place to go. Look at this. Can he get him over? Matilda's kiss. We might be looking at a new Intercontinental Champion. Prestige needing both arms to hold that leg up. 2 count. Prestige lines him up. That's a whole lot of man to rule. Presentation and another attempt. And still only 2. And Prestige thought he had him. Was pretty confident in that one. And Boone coming back with a second win perhaps. Went looking for the baseball bat. And Prestige rolls him up. Super kick. Wow. What a shot to the chin that was. One more time for good measure. Just in case you missed it. Now Prestige with the bat. No go. Should have left it alone. And Boone with just a monstrous sized beatdown. Sends him back inside the ring. Adam Boone, Prestige Intercontinental Championship at stake. And Boone just took the beard off of that man. To the center of the ring he goes. And Boone again under the ring apron. He brought a ladder out. Look at this. He brought a ladder out for Prestige to climb up so he can reach up there and punch him in his face. Still steps. Prestige a second too slow with that. Gets a diamond plated dinner a second time here tonight. Gut punch. And Boone again goes back to the steps. Again to the face of Prestige. That should do it. Just put him back in the ring. That ought to do it. Boone not done yet. Ricocheting Prestige off of the barricade. Sent for the ride along ringside. Boone stopping to get the baton. It looks like a billy club in his hands. And body shot after body shot here at ringside. Prestige bad mouthing Big Bad, and then decided it was a good time to start shooting his mouth off to the crowd. Boone, on the other hand, decided it was a good time to put that man in his place. And again, back to the ribs. Wow, what a shot. He must have caught Prestige good with that baseball bat, because he come up off that floor with a hell of a right hand. Suckered him in again, Prestige. Caught between the concrete and a giant wielding a baseball bat. Rolls him up. Slides out in another super kick. I believe he busted Adam Boone open with that one. I can't be sure, but I believe that Boone has a shot right above his eye. Boone to the outside. Prestige bringing the baseball bat in with him. Don't do it, you dummy. Turned his back and dropped the bat. What a long way to go face first. Sledgehammer brought in. And Prestige, again, too slow to retaliate. Shot to the knee. What's he doing? What a fate. What was that? And he took that big man straight down with that. I don't believe I've ever seen him do that move before. We've seen this one before. Aims for it, just missing the ladder, goes for the pinfall. Intercontinental Championship on the line, and Boone kicking out again. Wow, big boot. Ends it up, and look at this. Boone with his feet on the ring ropes. And Jenna says, nah, extreme rules or not, you're not cheating like that. Prestige swings with a clothesline, ducks under Big Bad. Just missing that ladder. And a spine buster one more time. Prestige is just buckled. That might do it. That could be it. Intercontinental Championship, no. Again, kicking out at 2. Boone, again with the sledgehammer, just brutally attacking Prestige. I don't know how much left. I don't know what Prestige might have left in him. Nice drop kick. He still had that in the tank. Again with the legacy elbow. Again, he's only catching Boone like at the top of the shoulders. He's not catching him where he needs to catch him at. Russian leg sweep, bouncing the head of the champion off of the ladder, and then of course having something to say to remind everybody exactly who he is for whatever reason, as if anybody cares. Going to work on the hammy of the giant. About time he put some thought into it, man. Looking for the pinfall. Looking to become the new champion. 2 again. Matilda's kiss. Matilda's kiss a second time. Again, a hook of the leg. Jenna. There's 2. There's 3. Jenna will raise the hand of the new Intercontinental Champion. as Prestige picks up a victory that not many thought was going to be possible. And that big boot, Boone could have had him with that boot had he not tried to cheat. And there, the prestidigitation.
Here is your winner, and new Intercontinental Champion, the King of Old School.
Intercontinental Champion picking up the victory over Big Bad. And what a victory was that, my friends, was the main event. Let us check out the the reports and all the data, all the numbers. Let's hit the news first. Let's make sure ain't nobody died in our ring. Bud Marvelous trying to roll out of the ring here with Dean Graves come down to save the matchup. But unfortunately, Bud is still coming out on top. And of course, Prestige, as we just saw, picking up the AoK Intercontinental Championship. That's it for the news at the moment. Let's look at the power rankings. Adam Boone sitting at the top of the charts. Paige doing all right for herself. Chris Chaos, top 3. Remington Singer in the top 4 with Isabella rocking the top 5. Bud Marvelous, Ken Bouchard, James Coleman, Omer T, the current hardcore champion, and Nova sitting at number 10. Zoe Yuri, Prestige, Amaya, and Lilith, along with Joe Jackal, sitting in the top 15. With Angus Gordon and Ted Rockpage, followed up by Trevor the Lawman Rodriguez, Hunter Singer, and Gavin Wilson in the top 20. Whoa, don't do that. Just back out of that. And of course, one more thing to do. Let's pop on over and take a look at the next show. It'll be Sunday night show. Bud Marvelous and Zach the Ripper. We might leave that just for shits and giggles. Prestige, Headhunter, Josh Blackwell, and Trevor the Lawman Rodriguez. An Extreme Rules matchup. We'll see Triple Threat, Falls Count Anywhere, Cameron Sawyer, Nova, and Remington Singer. Isabella Morgan Quinn. Triple Threat Tornado Tag. Same matchup, I doubt it. Hinkledimer's looking for their tag team championship opportunity back. We'll talk about that. Empress Sparrow and Zoe Yuri. Adam Boone challenging Ken Bouchard for the World Championship. I don't know about that. I mean, he doesn't have the IC title, but I don't know about that. We will see. And of course, the main event, Vortex and Psycho Smoke. These matches will all be readjusted, reset, and redone. But my friends, that is all the time I have tonight. I appreciate you guys all being here, sitting in with the whole episode. Have yourself a good evening. Yourself there, Mr. Logan Hart. Everybody else, I will see you when I see you. And when I see you, it'll be a good time. Because it's always a good time when I run into you guys. So until that day comes, don't forget to wash behind your ears. Have a good night, guys, and peace out.